Alright, hi everyone, my name is Prism, and welcome back to another video. So I thought today I'd try and do something different. Today I want to show you all my DVD and Blu-ray collection. I want to go through each shelf, showing you what's behind everything. First we're going to do a sweep of the front side for the top shelves, starting over here, and then we'll take a look. Actually, we'll start here, then go there. But we'll do these two, then I'll show you what's behind, and then we'll do those two, and I'll show you what's behind. Anyways, let's get into this. First, I want to show you my Marvel superhero comic book shelf with all of my Marvel films and DC films. You can notice I have every single Marvel film up to this point, except Doctor Strange 2 and Thunderbolts. Doctor Strange 2 I refuse to watch and pick up, and Thunderbolts I've yet to pick up. I have every single title, otherwise, a few even on Blu-ray. Got all the Superman films, Supergirl. This right here is the standard DVD. I picked this up at Flying Dog Pizza in Willits, and this is a really cool special edition with 2 cuts of the film. And then this is Supergirl Season 1, the TV show. I've been meaning to watch this. TV's just hard to watch for me. I've got all the Batman films. I have every single one. This is the Blu-ray Forever. I have the DC films. Wonder Woman, I have on DVD and Blu-ray. Wonder Woman 84. Justice League, and then the Snyder Cut. I also have it on DVD because this does not come with the DVD option. It only comes with Blu-ray. The Flash. Flash on Blu-ray, Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2, and the Batman. This was a pretty cheap find. I actually got this at a Savers for around $4. Brand new. It has a little bit of a damage in the back. You'd have to be looking for it. It does have a little bit of damage, but for basically new title, was a great price. Lego Batman movie, that was great. DC League of Super Pets, I always find fun. I need to rewatch this one, Dr. Horribles. This is a really good title. Chronicle from Josh Trank, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Split, and then over here I have Glass, right here, but we'll get to those in a minute. Alright, so here are all the Disney films that I own, apart from a few that are in other spots here and there, but this is mainly it. I do have the Pirates of the Caribbean on a separate shelf. You'll notice here, too, I have some DreamWorks, and I have some alternate editions of titles. And there's still quite a few that I'm meaning to get. Highlights, this Sleeping Beauty right here, I got for free, basically. Oliver & Company. The DVD's actually kind of scratched, so I have this one as backup, even though this one's wearing out. Beauty and the Beast. This is really cool. This actually comes with a work print. Yeah, you can see it right there. 3 versions of the film. And one of them is the 1991 preview copy. Not work print, but preview copy. Lion King 2. I actually got rid of Lion King 1.5 when I was younger, and I regret it. Pocahontas. This comes with the extended cut. Hunchback, Mulan. Need to get Hercules. I haven't seen that one in years, though. Tarzan, Lilo and Stitch, that was a recent pickup. Brother Bear, Bolt, Tangled, Frozen, Big Hero 6, and etc. I should say that in terms of some of these I need to get replacements. This one's, like, so old, and so is this one. I've had this for, like, I think since 2017, and I was younger then, so the discs are not pristine. I have the Air Buddies films. I have Air Bud. I don't have all of them. Just the ones that I really like, which is why I only have the first Air Bud. I love Huskies. I am aware of the terrible things that happened on set. That does not excuse anyone. I enjoy the film for what it is, but I also take note of its production. Super Buddies I love, and then Treasure Buddies I've had for years. Santa Paws I also really enjoy. And then we got some other films. We have, like, dog films up here and comedies. I don't know why the Don Knotts one is before the others. Here's some other live-action films. These are just kind of random. Night Crossing. This is one you can't find on streaming. You might be able to find it on other services besides Disney+, but this is one of those rare titles. I'm wanting to get into more of these darker Disney ones, especially the ones that are just kind of impossible to find. Newsies, I haven't seen yet. Oz Great and Powerful, I enjoyed it. Old Yeller, this is another one. I enjoy Savage Sam, but it's got a lot of problems narratively and culturally. It has a ton of issues. Pete's Dragon, Prince of Persia, Parent Trap. This actually has the sequel, Parent Trap 2. Rocketeer is pretty good. Return to Oz is certainly a movie. Sounder, that was actually a surprise. Saving Mr. Banks, Secretariat, the Shaggy Dog films, the remake, the Tron duology, but I do have 2 editions of the first film. I have this really nice edition here, and then this Blu-ray that I got from Best Buy for like $3, and then Tron Legacy, which I love. Cannot wait for Aries. Underdog, Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken, the White Fang duology, Young Black Stallion. Very few Pixar films. I want to pick up more. I really want to get Inside Out too. Don Bluth films. The Balto films. I have Balto 1 and 2, and then Balto 3. Which I could upgrade and just get a pack with all 3, but honestly, I don't want to right now. It just costs money. Banjo the Woodpile Cat, Secret of Nim, American Tail, All Dogs Go to Heaven trilogy. Have all 3 right here. Thumbelina, Pebble and the Penguin, Anastasia, Bartok, Titan AE, then some good old DreamWorks films, and I don't have a lot of them, but I have some of the great ones. I love Prince of Egypt. This is a really good biblical adaptation. Yes, it makes changes, but the emotion is in there. And the changes it makes are to try and make it more emotional and understandable. Joseph King of Dreams is also good too. I know this was direct-to-video, which I didn't know for years, but it's a good one. Shrek, I got that purely because I was going to watch it on a trip. Never did. And then Spirit. I mean, can you really go wrong with this film? I've had this one for years. Probably need to replace it, but I have these. And then I have some other stuff on these 2 shelves here. Alright, and then up here are a bunch of box sets. You will notice I have duplicates. I have multiple editions. I have stuff I've not even watched, which is a huge deal in my collection. I have so many films that I've yet to see. But yeah, I have a lot of collector's editions, box sets, trilogies. These are my only Ghibli films. Nausicaa. This is the Disney 2006 release, and then Mononoke, which I paid a bit much for, but I really wanted to get a nice copy. Then the Star Trek films. I've only seen 2 and 5, and I got bored with the first one, but I want to watch all of these. I also need to get number 6. I have Generations and First Contact. I have the 09 films, the reboot films, and then here are a couple of other titles. Obviously, we have more to look at behind these, but see what we got here. Oh yeah, dog movies are what's next, of course. Whoops. I don't know what happened there. Just some random dog films. Footprints, My Dog the Champion, and Where the Red Fern Grows too. And I'll probably talk about the dog films a bit, but that is basically all of my sets for the front, but I have a lot more in the back, so let's take a look at those. Alright, so you can just see that I have a huge amount of sets behind here as well. Some of these I do have in other spots in my collection. One of the things I want to do this year is downsize a little bit on how many editions I own. But here's more DreamWorks film, kind of continuing the last shelf there. Lego Movie, I've heard this is great, haven't watched it. This one was fun. I'm really excited for Coyote vs. Acme. I think what they're doing is great. Clifford the Big Red Dog. Look, it's a kid's film, but it's my childhood. Any film with a big dog is definitely going to get an applause. Where the Wild Things Are, I've been meaning to watch this. This is a Zack Snyder film. That's purely the reason I bought this. The Ninja Turtles movies. Finally found a good copy of all these. I need to rewatch these. I don't know how I feel about them. Then the reboot, Last Airbender animated show, some family films, This is a classic for me. I've seen this once, so maybe it's not a classic, but I really enjoyed it when I was younger. Sathora, I've heard this is great. I'm meaning to watch it. Shandelot, that's from years ago. I need to watch that film still. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I mean, come on. These are so dumb, but they're just pure childhood. Finding Neverland, Quest for Camelot, I need to watch this one. I've seen all three of these. I think they're all really enjoyable. I love this one the most. Clifford the Big Red Dog live action. Look, once again, giant big red dog. Might be a dumb movie, but it's a cute, funny movie. Detective Pikachu, Scoob, Iron Giant, Garfield. Then a bunch of dog movies here. Some of these are duplicates, because I don't know if my copy works. Like Marley and Me, the disc is cracked, but it works. But this one, the disc is dirty. I haven't tested it yet. I need to. Call of the Wild, TV series, and Foxfire. I think that's what this one's called. Yeah, Foxfire. Turner and Hooch. I've seen a lot of these. Not the lower budget ones, but I've seen Art of Racing in the Rain. I already showed you these. I'll show you these here really quick. Let me just grab a seat. Star Wars. I mean, you can't go wrong with Star Wars. But I've got a lot of movies here. I can just pull these out. If it'll let me. That'll make this go a little bit quicker. Alright. So, a bunch of dog movies. I've seen My Dog Skip. I've seen Stray. Seen Hero Dog. I saw this one. This is kind of interesting. It's about like this dog this girl really loves, but they have to give it away to someone who needs it. It's one of those, cheap 90s dog movies, but it's cute. And then I'm just going to slide these over. Hotel for Dogs, that was fun. Rin Tin Tin, I need to go through these. There's a lot that I might never watch. Once again, Alpha, that has been on my watch list for a while. The Max films, those are cute. Miracle Dogs 2, I don't have the first one. And then, these are all dog movies as well. Not seen those. I've seen all of these. Seen this one. I love this one. And I've seen, I think, at least 2 of these ones. But I need to see them again. And like I said, I have Star Wars movies. Because I'm a Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars. And then we get into sci-fi. And what I can tell you about sci-fi is that it mixes with my fantasy. That is one of the things. Like my sci-fi fantasy films mixed together. And my romance and drama films and war films all kind of mixed together. I haven't watched enough to really go through and kind of, curate them into the right sections. But I'm meaning to. And then I'll just show you these really quick. The Ape films. A bunch of other sci-fi films. I didn't really like Lady Hawk, I'm going to be honest. Matrix films. Ballistic X vs. Sever. Jupiter Ascending. This was a fun movie. I enjoyed this one. Neverending Story, Midnight Special. Some of these I need to watch. There's a lot I need to watch in here. Hunger Games films. This one's still not unwrapped. I saw it in the cinema. I just haven't unwrapped it yet. Divergent series. Reign of Fire. Edward Scissorhands. That was a surprise. Gravity. Armageddon. Stargate. Explorers. And you can see the rest kind of here. You might have seen it a second ago. I do own a couple Criterions. One of them is of Armageddon. And you might be wondering, why do you keep this copy? Completionist reasons. That one, I believe, has the extended cut. And I don't have the extended cut on this. And I don't think that comes with the theatrical cut, so I have both of them. Which one's better? I've never seen either version, but I got both at a really good price, so why not? But let's see what I got after this, behind these shelves. Alright, so now we're into the animal and comedy section. So a few more dog movies, some horse movies, gorilla movie, general animal movie. This is, pull this out here. This is Born Free, the classic film, Whale Rider, and then comedies. I have Mario Brothers, Jumanji, Journey, the Gremlins films, Gods Must Be Crazy. I need to watch this. I've heard this is good. I've not watched it yet. I Love Lucy. Always like the show. Princess Bride, Monty Python. This is the only Monty Python film I'm willing to watch, and I still haven't watched it. Maverick was good. Batteries Not Included, Meet the Parents, Tooth Fairy, Tootsie, Circuit Films, some other random comedies, Christmas ones. These just kind of go all over the place. Ghostbusters. Haven't picked up the newest one. I don't know if I want to. Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Look, I usually do not like R-rated comedies, but this one is so funny. This is a classic road trip film. Miss Doubtfire, Thunderpants, I admit it. Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Dave. I got this for the second film, Nothing But Trouble. I looked all over for that film because I wanted to watch it. I looked all over, and I got in a set, and I'm just like, whatever. I don't care. But now I see it everywhere. And then No Time for Sergeants with Andy Griffith. And then some other random comedy films, Barbie, and then we get into musicals. Which this one should be a comedy for how terrible it is. I have these in alphabetical order. I have some other ones here. These are sci-fi films, though. But that is it for that shelf. So let's go on to the next one. Right, and then we got a bunch more musicals. So we got, like, Camelot, Carousel. I've not seen a ton of these. Is Footloose a musical? Is it a, like, drama? What genre is it? I call it musical. Guys and Dolls, Hello Dolly, Judy. This is a biopic on Judy Garland, actually. I didn't think it was the best, but I really like the actress's performance. Tons of other films in here. Judy Garland's in quite a few of these. Summer Stock, Star is Born, the 54 adaptation. I've seen it once. I want to rewatch it. Star with Julie Andrews, Sound of Music, got 3 copies. I need to downsize. State Fair. Oh, South Pacific. This is an interesting one. This comes with 2 different cuts. This comes with the theatrical version and the extended roadshow version. I don't know if it lists the run times, but yeah, I like extended cuts and all that sort of stuff, so it goes in there. I could get the Gold Spine version to complete the collection, but I'm in no rush. Star is Born Again. This meant to go with the other one. Whoops. Sister Act, Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, Willy Wonka, which is amazing. West Side Story. I have West Side Story, the original one, on Blu-ray in that set and on DVD, but this is the remake from Spielberg. I thought it was alright. I love the performances. I think Rachel Zegler does a great job. I don't like all the profanity. White Christmas, and then the dramas, Perfect Storm. And look, these dramas are not really in any sort of order, but I just kind of did a thing where I clumped a bunch of Warner Brothers ones together. Because, I mean, if you look at these, like, 2 disc, 2 disc, 2 disc. Like, once again, stuff's falling all over. But these are all kind of 2 to 1 disc sets. $1 Million Baby, I'm needing to watch that. Heart of the Sea, Majestic. Good Will Hunting. I would have never watched this film if I did not hear about it in film class. This is a great movie. This even has the extended director's cut, which I need to watch. Ever After, Striped Pajamas, Wonder, Oliver Twist, non-musical, Field of Dreams, October, Sleepless in Seattle, that's a good one. Not seen this one yet, and I've not seen any of those, except Men of Honor, which is honestly a really good film. But now, on to this shelf. Let's actually see what fell down here. So, Forever Young with Mel Gibson. War Games. Sci-fi. And Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood with Tom Hanks. And then finally, King Kong, the 1933 version. I'm debating if I'm going to get rid of this. But here, we have fantasy, action. We have Dragonheart, Mummy Trilogy, Vertigo, The Birds, Get Out. My only real horror film. Gremlins is horror, but I'll just say this, I'm not a huge horror guy. Hobbit films, I have the extended cut of this one. This is Desolation of Smaug. This is a really cool edition of 5 Armies. This is the For Your Consideration edition. I found this for like $4 at the ARC store. $3, but still. And then, because I'm a completionist, Lord of the Rings, the theatrical cuts, extended cuts, documentaries, War of Rohirrim. This is another kind of documentary thing. This is the Symphony of Lord of the Rings, about scoring the films. I need to watch this. I need to watch a lot of these. Pirates of the Caribbean, Saga, all 5 films, Narnia trilogy, Beyond Narnia documentary, Indiana Jones films. I do have Temple of Doom elsewhere. It's not my favorite at all. I also realize I have 2 copies of this one, but I'll just say that it's because I'm completionist. Dial of Destiny, this was a new pickup. Last Samurai, we kind of get into Tom Cruise here. Top Gun 1 and 2, Days of Thunder, Firm, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, Mission Impossible, MI2, MI3, MI4, 5, 6, 7, and right here, this is The Hiding Place, and we got more dramas back there. But I'm just gonna, yeah, let's just call that for now, and then I'll show you what's behind. Alright, and then finally we have these last 2 shelves. This is the drama, war, romance section. All of them just kind of collide. Like we've got, The Fault in Our Stars, It's a Wonderful Life, just pulling out some, well-known titles, Les Miserables, Fireproof, so we even got, like, religious films, Secondhand Lions, Must Love Dogs, I want to watch that one, Ray, Stand By Me, Troy, like, we have a lot in here. We even have some, like, duplicates, like Patriot, and then Patriot the Extended Cut. I tried to do some genres, or, not genres, directors and actors together, so I have 2 Tom Cruise ones. I have Amistad and Empire from Spielberg, Soul Surfer and Pearl Harbor in the same shelf. That's a bit of a jump. Shooter, Hearts War, Kingmaker, Gettysburg, Gods and Generals, 1917, Notebook, Terminal, and then Hiding Place. And then this right here is literally just slop. If I get down on the floor here, like down here, it's fine. It's all action. Got a couple titles in here. I have like 2 copies of the original Born Identity. Can't pull it out. This is the alternate ending cut. Supremacy, Ultimatum, Oceans, Tarzan, Twisters films, Uncharted. Like, I have a lot of films in here. I have the whole Jack Reacher franchise, which I've seen only 1 of these. I need to watch all 4 of these. Poseidon, Knight's Tale the Extended Cut, and Die Hard. And then just some random stuff on top. A lot of these I need to go through and just see what I don't want. And yes, I just showed you this. Fact is, I can't fit it on that same shelf now. Yeah, like I said here, just a bunch of stuff. Got, like, While You Were Sleeping, Elizabeth, Passion of the Christ, Jesus Revolution, 10 Commandments. I Can Only Imagine, I think is this one. Is this? I Can Only Imagine. Yeah, or I Still Believe. I don't think I have I Can Only Imagine. I need to pick that one up. Potentially. Whoops. Messed up my iPhone screen again. God's Not Dead trilogy. Steven Spielberg's Duel, The Chosen, Forrest Gump, Rain Man, New World, Funny Face. Like, you can just tell these are kind of a mess. I do have the Zorro films, I have the Speed films, I have the Far and Away, which I just rewatched, Jaws 1 and 2, Free Willy, Great Escape, Rudy, Case of Benjamin Button, and then I have all these up here. So these are all, like, my display case items. So these are all, like, steelbooks. This isn't a display case, but, did not clean this up. Anyways, steelbooks, just collector's editions. I have some books, too. Got some books on editing. I have, let's see what else is behind here. Yeah, so I have Ice Wolves, a book about wolves. I need to read it. I got it really cheap. Call of the Wild, personal stuff. Cutting Edge. This is a documentary about film editing, which I've seen twice. This is a really bad condition copy, but I found it, so whatever. Marvel Comics. Don't really read comics, but I got them given to me. The blink of an eye. More Marvel Comics. Oh, a Minecraft Time magazine. I got this for a gift. And then Disney VHS, which you've seen all my Disney tapes. It's nothing really special. Just some other random stuff. I do have a bunch of blank cases down there, apparently. I do have this. This is a West Side Story sampler DVD. I need to watch this. I'm debating selling this. I'm debating just donating it, but I found it really cheap, and I thought, why not? And then I have the Fall Guy and Steelbook, but I actually put the disc from this in there. Long story. But that's basically it. That is basically my entire disc collection. DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks. Oh, I do have these up here. These are pretty special to me. This is Casablanca. Then this is the original 5-film Superman set. And the Marvel Studios book. And that is basically it. Like I said, I have VHS. I'm not going through all the tapes. I've gone through them in videos. I'll do more videos. But I wanted to go through my disc because I saw a lot of other people doing it, and I thought it might be fun to do this. Glad it worked out so well. I'll try and make it a lot prettier in editing. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and bye for now.